One of the privileges of being in the university is being able to go on sabbatic. And I picked Massey University and I took my kids there because they spoke English and they were going to be there 6 months and they had to go to school. So when I was wandering around, I went into a seminar with Dr. Meller and others, and they were studying welfare and pain perception in sheep. And they talked about progesterone derivative anesthetic neurosteroids. Use the term neurosteroid associated with progesterone. I never heard that in my travels, in my thing, but these folks that were trying to get certification for exporting meat, they had to meet these standards. Do you feel pain? Do you feel perception? What's the consciousness of a day-old lamb and everything? And then they're talking about this stuff. Well, I remembered the Milne lecture from Peter Rosdale, brilliant lecture. And here's one of his slides that I remembered. And what he's showing is total progestins. They didn't realize they were measuring a whole slew of neuroactive steroids. So this is just total progestins 1 hour after birth over here, way up because they're elevated. That's part of how the foal stays asleep in the womb. 2 hours down, down, down. These guys, abnormal. Nobody said, oh, the progesterone's affecting their brain and making them behave abnormally. So I returned from sabbatic and had to find a way to measure neurosteroids. We did it the best way you could with liquid chromatography mass spec. It was expensive, but we're lucky we have private donors that support our research, and we have a board certified neurologist who can do all kinds of things and has all the connections. So we started figuring out why foals don't gallop in utero was one of our talks. So we try to get a catchy talk to bring people in. You have pizza or a catchy title is the way you get people to come to a seminar at Davis. And we're trying to say, how do you get from this point of 11 months and an hour later you're doing this? So we took a look at Bernie and we measured an age match control that's moving around. And look at what we got here. These are 10x, 10x, 3000x elevation, 12,000x, progesterone 80x. And I'm going to give you a little take-home point. If you wonder if a foal is affected by neurosteroids, measure the progesterone, and it should be less than 1 or 2 nanograms at 24 hours, and it'll be sky high in these foals that have their brain affected by that compound. And then these are foals that came into the intensive care unit. They were dummies, and then some were septic. But we looked at the maladjusted foals, and they had sky-high levels of these various neurosteroids, as you see here. That's a significant. I mean, this is very, very significant for the people that like the stats. So this is what's supposed to happen. You have this stuff elevated in the womb. Then after you're born, it's supposed to go down. You do all the things you're supposed to. And here's the other take-home point. For us neonatologists, we see these septic foals, and this is a very important disease, of course. And guess what? These septic foals have abnormal neurosteroid levels as well. So we're fighting some of that behavioral effects. And it's not just the cytokine cascade and endotoxemia and all that. We're going to have to deal with this.